We know that tens of millions of Americans are pursued by debt collectors for unpaid medical bills every single year. But before you pay up, know your rights. Some medical debt collectors are trying to collect bills that have already been paid. So here are some questions that you can ask to protect your wallet. Getting a notice from medical debt collectors can be stressful. But according to the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, those bills might not be what they seem. Many Americans are receiving collection notices for medical debt they do not owe.
This includes medical bills that were already paid by the consumer or already paid by insurance, or that should have been covered by insurance, or that should have been covered by government programs or by financial assistance programs.
The CFPB says consumers are dealing with poor communication and information sharing between the debt collector and the hospital, leaving it to them to prove that they do not owe the debt.
Some people may simply pay the amount shown on the notice because they want to settle the problem and avoid the hassle, but that might not be their best move.
Under federal law, consumers have rights and protections when dealing with debt collectors. So instead of just paying that medical bill you're not sure about, you have a right to request a detailed list of all the charges.
If the consumer believes the amount is not owed or they believe it's a scam, they should push back and ask the debt collector for verification or validation. The debt collector can't pursue a debt if the consumer asks for that validation or verification and they don't provide it.
Once you have that detailed list of your bill, look for charges that can't legally be collected.
Charges for a service that's more expensive than the one you actually received, that's called upcoding, or for bills that were already paid by you in whole or in part.
Lipton says most medical charges can be negotiated. Consumers can start by going back to the healthcare provider and asking them first for a reduction.
Just try to negotiate the amount. You also can go to the debt collector and ask how to lower the amount that you owe. But the bottom line is, if those bills are being collected on when the consumer doesn't actually owe the money, that's against the law.
Now, in addition to those tips, you should avoid paying off medical charges using a credit card, since that can add interest to what you already owe. And try working with a healthcare provider and debt collector on a payment plan. If you have a complaint about a debt collector or a debt that you don't owe, consumers are urged to contact the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau.